What's up for February? Jupiter's moons. Jupiter's largest moons were first seen 400 years ago in early 1610. Hello and welcome. I'm Jane Houston Jones at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. On the 7th of January 1610 in Padua, Italy, Galileo looked up above the constellation Orion. He aimed his telescope at the well-known starry wanderer, the planet Jupiter, which was near Orion that night. What he saw through his telescope startled him and marked the beginning of modern astronomy. Jupiter was not just one object, as he wrote and drew in his journal. There are 3 stars in the heavens moving about Jupiter, as Venus and Mercury around the Sun, he wrote. Galileo's January 7th observation showed 3 stars. The one star to the west was Ganymede, and to the east there were 2 objects. One was the moon Callisto, and the other was a tight pairing of Io and Europa. Io and Europa appeared so close together they looked like one object in Galileo's modest telescopic view. On January 8th, he saw a different lineup altogether. There were 3 stars on one side of the planet. Io was the moon closest to the planet, followed by Europa and Ganymede. 2 cloudy nights and 2 additional observations later, on January 13th, Galileo identified a 4th object orbiting Jupiter. The arrangement this night turned out to be Europa on the east and Ganymede, Io, and Callisto on the west. On January 15th, all 4 stars were seen on one side of the planet. Everyone who aims a modest telescope or even binoculars at Jupiter will see the same view that Galileo did. The views of tiny moons orbiting the king of the planets will surprise and delight all who look up. Jupiter is hard to see in the evening sky this month, but northern hemisphere observers may see Jupiter and Venus close together low on the southwestern horizon on Valentine's Day. Then it will be a few months' wait until Jupiter becomes visible in the morning sky. By August, you can once again view Jupiter and the 4 Galilean moons after dinner or as soon as the sun sets and the stars come out. NASA's Galileo mission, which ended in 2003, changed the way we look at our solar system. It found evidence of subsurface saltwater on Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, and intense volcanic activity on Io. NASA's Juno mission will launch in 2011 on a mission to study Jupiter. And the Europa-Jupiter System mission, a joint mission of the European Space Agency and NASA, is slated to launch in 2020. It will primarily study Jupiter's moons, Europa and Ganymede, and Jupiter's magnetosphere. You can learn all about NASA's missions at www.nasa.gov. That's all for this month. I'm Jane Houston Jones.